I think where we were at was you guys had made the somewhat, bold, some people call it bold, decision that you would go spider hunting. And in particular, that you would go hunting the great, is it Taylor? Tala? The great villains. Here we go. Spiders.
Yes.
I think it's Taller that you were hunting because you killed Tilaquin the Weaver.
Yeah, we decided we weren't going to go for the mother, we were going to go for the hunter.
The mother of all spiders, that's right.
No, we're not doing that one.
No, not doing the mother.
Not going for the mother.
Now, you encountered some, what am I going to call them? You encountered a patrol of spiders, which you wiped out. You went and saw the soldiers under Mogdred, and I can't remember, I genuinely can't.
Convinced him to send 4 patrols to help push back the spiders using an enchanting voice from Gloritel, which may come back to bite us later.
That's right, it was magical success time.
Yeah.
Gloritel used magic on Mogdred. That's right. No, it's all, yep. I remember that now. Yeah. That'll end well. That's no. Don't won't.
This will have no consequences.
This will have 0 consequences. Yeah, will it have 0 consequences? Okay, so that's right, because you did the magical success, and that's kind of where we landed it. And then you had him sending people up to basically push north of Fort Arlas. So
and just trying to keep the road between Black Tarn, Fort Arlas, and Caradwyn Sparse being kind of clear of spiders so people could move along them.
Yeah, and I'll just get the map up. Although I do now recall the problem is I use the background of the map and then I have the map inside it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, so where you encountered the spider was here at the Mill Fort, which is on the Great Dwarven Road, or the Old Dwarven Road, which goes through the middle and is south of the mountains of Mirkwood. So you saw it resting on top of the Mill Fort, and you are now going to go from basically Tyrant Hill up through Blank Tarn and then make your way either to here to make your way in, or are you going to travel into the depth of the forest directly, which will be much faster by way of transparency.
Yeah.
But also more spiders. Lots more spiders.
That's right. So
and there are explicitly a lot more spiders now.
So there's 15 hexes to there, so about 300 miles versus 14 hexes plus 8, so 22.
22.
So it's an additional, on a good day, it's an additional 2 days of travel.
Yeah. Look, I'm think it would be worthwhile going up the side and just starting at the entrance of the Old Dwarven Road, because we do have the intention to clear that road, so we can just make a start on that, and there's no guarantee that spider's still going to be at that Mill Fort, so
yeah,
we could just start with we're going to work on that Dwarven Road, making it clear and passable, blah blah.
Yeah, so with Boffrey, Boffrey's agenda of clearing the Dwarven Road, you can see we've got the Dwarven Road clearance marker on the map. It's currently only got one slice open, so you can have a go. There you are. There. All right, so you're going to make your way from Torrance Hill to where? Onto the river, or go up the side?
Maybe we go up the side. I'm going to be honest, I haven't enjoyed our trips along the river.
No. And we might see our wild hobbit friends again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they live on the
Ashton.
river. They live along the
Ashton.
river, guys.
They do live
Yeah,
along
yeah.
the river. Yeah. I
They
don't.
live along.
But it's also the people who live along the river. And
Are you talking about
they're not
Ash
really
the elf?
nice. Oh no, I like Ash the elf. I'm talking about the people traveling up the river in their boats.
Oh wow, judgy on the gypsies.
Well,
Wow.
they never want to talk. They never want to. It's always awkward, you know. We get in their boats and they're kind of like looking at me like, weird little person. It's uncomfortable, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not
I
feeling
feel
loved.
judged.
All right. So it's quite a lot of travel, guys.
Yep.
That you will
Yeah.
now need to undertake. And you're going to travel along the eaves of the forest rather than into the middle, at least until you get to the road.
Yeah.
So yes, it does have the advantage of, wow, we're not having a lot of luck with Rob's connectivity at the moment.
No,
Yeah, sometimes it just seems poor. Sometimes it just struggles. I don't know why.
yeah.
All right. All right. So it's a pretty much straight up set of travel rolls then. Like you've got to get at least to get to here. So I have the travel. Ooh,
I believe it's me still as travel guy.
Yeah. We used to have a little list of things again. I can't remember.
It's
Well, if you open up the party,
Oh,
you'll
yeah,
have,
the party. That's right.
you
Yes.
can see exactly what roles people have.
Yeah. All right. So, shall I do my travel roll?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Let's do this. I'm gonna spend. No, I won't. Let's just go for it. Let's see what happens.
All right, so
Success.
success. Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good start. I'm trying to find. Oh, I think. Do I do it? Actually, do I have to? I have to create. Sorry, let me just create a travel map. So this is going to be 2957. Woohoo!
Whoa.
The hunt for the spider. I love that you guys are feeling so ambitious that you're now like, yeah, we're going to take on a spider. We're going to go and find it.
Oh, hang on. I
actually,
already made it. Let's see. What's this one? We already have a 2957.
Do you?
This is not a. Yeah, because I made it last week so I could put my notes in it.
Oh, perfect. Okay, spider
Yeah.
hunting. There it is. All right, so we are eventing. It's alt event, isn't it? And it is going to be wildlands, not darklands or borderlands. It's not happy joy. Ooh, ill choices. All right, who is the scout?
That is me.
That is Burrow.
That is you. All right, Scouty McScout. Can you make a scouting roll, please? Which is actually, if you can just scroll down and do scouting. You can roll the little die there. It's an explore roll. There you go. What could possibly go wrong?
A lot of things.
Failure. Have you only got? Wow, you've only got 2 in explore. Okay, good to know. Result is a fail. And I need the rules because I've forgotten what happens then. But it's bad. That much I remember. It's really bad.
Nothing good.
Okay, and if a failed explore roll is called an adventure roll. Find new
Is that what
fun.
we're calling it?
Okay, so you're traveling along the eaves. You've only just left Mogdred behind. You know, it's early days, people. This should be a doddle. I'm sure it won't be a problem at all, they said. And then they left. Is he a friend? Can you trust him? No. Ill choices. If the roll fails, the target gains 1 shadow point. Well,
Oof.
oh, Buren, what are your current sort of flaws? What are your distinctive traits that are bad?
I'm stubborn, brutal, spiteful, proud.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a
Beautiful.
wreck. Yeah, awesome.
What's the narrative? I stubbornly didn't take advice.
I think it's spite actually. So you're no fan of Mogdred and Tyrant's Hill. And in exploring ahead of the party, in being the sort of the scout, so you're sort of traveling in front, you encounter a whole bunch of what are clearly poachers traps, like they're little rabbit traps and other things, and they're obviously being used by some members of the Tyrant Hill community to catch small animals for food. And in your anger and frustration at barely getting the support you needed from Mogdred, before anyone else turns up, what would you do to them that is spiteful?
To Mogdred and put these rabbit traps.
Yeah, rabbit traps, small animal traps.
Maybe I haven't eaten something good in a while, and spiteful, huh? What would be spiteful? Maybe.
Well,
that's...
you could steal the trapped animals and cook them.
That's what I was thinking. I'll cook them for dinner. Yeah.
And in the process, you consume, because the animals inside the forest can become infected with shadow. So you consume. So that night, you're like secretly eating this food that you've stolen from these traps. You've cooked it, and
I'm cooking over the fire.
Yeah.
By
and then
myself.
You're like eating into them, and you realize that they're rotting inside. That the food is rotting inside.
Zombie rabbits.
Exactly, you're eating zombie rats, zombie squirrels, and as a result, you acquire one shadow and become violently ill, which slows down everyone. All right, so how was that for fun? Fail, gained, shadow.
Fun adventures. Yay, Rob.
Mirkwood. It's Mirkwood, everyone. Does everyone remember Mirkwood? I spent most of last night. I was pretty tired last night, so I was just reading through the Tales of the Wilderland and the Heart of the Wild and all those books to remind me what all the horrible things that could happen to you in the forest are. It was really useful. Just saying.
Oh God.
All right. Everyone gains 2 fatigue points.
Oh yeah, I get fatigue now.
Because
I've got to
I
worry
disgust
about that.
everyone with my.
Because you're not a Yorith anymore. You're not just whatever. I'm gonna die and I can go for 700 years.
God.
Yeah, so Buren is violently ill the next morning, but not only that, Buren, you feel like just a little bit more of the darkness has infected you. The darkness. So have you got your additional point of shadow? Have you added it to your feet?
I just did.
Excellent. Nice. Well, maybe. Nice is the wrong word. All right. Is it that
voices in his head? The schizophrenia is approaching.
What's going on here? Haven't we added it? Have we not? Oh, we haven't added it to the party yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we are. Now I can access it from there. Nice. All right, so that gets you sort of a third of the way there. No, to the edge. All right, so then it is another travel roll from you, Apple. The next morning you wake up, Buren is, hacking and spitting and grumbling, but, that is fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Shouldn't have done that, Buren. I'm going to spend a hope point, try and shorten this travel a bit. Yeah, great
All right.
success.
Well, that gives you an extra day. So you're now 7 days into your travel. It's a travel success. The encounter this time, once again, Wilderlands. Thank you very much, Wilderlands.
Oh no!
It's the scout again. Vera, you are up again.
It's a scout again? Oh my
It's the
god.
scout again, buddy.
Yeah.
It's the scout again.
Oh no.
Do you want to spend a hope point to, do this well, or what's the deal
Yeah,
there? What's
I'll
going
send
on?
a hope. I'll be.
Yeah.
think it'll
Oh,
put me in
sorry,
the
Rob. I'll
misery.
add you back in. You've gone camera mode. I see. Oh, phone mode. That's what I meant to say.
Can we only can level up at Urals, right?
Yeah.
Yes. You cannot suddenly get better at explore.
Yeah. Makes sense.
As an example.
Just picking something off the top of my head that might be
Yeah.
relevant. Yeah.
Spend a hope.
Oh, that was a well spent hope.
That was well
Success.
spent. Nice.
All right, so Buren laughs in the goes, "No, I will not eat the dead black squirrel this time, because it is not a good thing to eat." So you encounter. So if we actually just have a look at where you are, there's no. You know what would be good is if you could minimize these sheets rather than just close them. Anyway, small side note. Okay, so you left from Torrance Hill. You are now 7 hexes up.
You can minimize the sheets.
Oh.
If you open them up and if you double click on the name, it minimizes it into a little tab, and then you just double click it to open it
That's
up.
good.
Yeah.
All right, so you're about here. Buren's leading the group, and then out of the shadow darkness. You see a couple of a weird medley of humans and from different cultures. So humans from different cultures, all very poorly dressed, but carrying what look like orc weapons. So weapons of orc manufacture. They're rough. They're sharp and deadly and rusty at the same time. And you realize that it's a patrol of Ash's people. So remember how Ash liberated all the people from Dolgadur and other places?
Right, yeah.
And she gets around. They stop you to ask you questions about why you're traveling through this area, and are very, suspicious, but Buren is able to bluff them out of the way in the first instance.
It's the smell of putrid, disgusting illness.
Yeah, you're in fine form, buddy.
They don't want to be infected. They keep their distance.
I have the plague.
Yeah.
Chaos Dwarf of Nurgle.
Chaos Dwarf of Nurgle. Nothing wrong with a bit of Nurgle action.
Yeah.
All right. So good news, Jason. Sorry, Apple. It's just 2 more checks to you can smell Bjorn's.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. You can do it. You can do it. Big roll this time. Big roll.
Big roll. Another great success.
Another great success. So that was 11 hexes now. Oh, you're basically at Stony Ford. All right, that's cool. So you've traveled all the way up. What encounter do you have? Whoops. That's what I need to do. And now that what encounter do you have? No. I'm sure it'll be fine. Surely I can't roll 3 of those in a row. I mean, that would be insane. I should roll a terrible misfortune instead. Anyway. Come on. What is that about? A 10 chance meeting.
Good.
Well, the lookout. Who is the lookout in the party?
I think it's me and Gloridel.
It is.
Well,
yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I don't mind
Gloridel.
which one it is. So pick a winner.
What do you got, Gloridel? I've got 16 and 2 pips.
I've got 14 and 2 pips and favoured.
Well, you should do it then for sure.
I'll give it a go.
But that Iosaurus.
Yeah.
What is a success?
But luckily, that was an 8 on the other dice, which made it a success by 0. Beautiful. Okay, well done. All right, so good news. Oh, by the way, did you guys add the 2 fatigue for the previous bad experience? Please add the 2 for the previous bad experience.
So we're now up to 4 fatigue?
You are. That is correct. It's a long slog all the way to find, it's you're traveling hundreds of miles.
Yeah.
You've now been traveling for 11 days. But the good news is you arrive and you encounter some more of Ash's people, this time led by Ash herself. So she is still basically as terrifying as she has been every other time you meet her. She's this tall, very, elfy elf. She's got orcish weapons, but she's wearing just a tunic and clothes. She encounters you. She doesn't recognize most of you because, of course, her relationships were with the previous incarnation of the party.
Yeah.
I know Ash.
Except, you met her. Apple met her when you were hunting the wild hobbits.
Buren and Apple, I think.
Yeah, Buren and Apple.
Right.
All right. So she comes out of the darkness. Greetings, and puts her hand up. It has been some years since we last met. How travel you?
Well, okay. The forest has been getting a lot scarier, but we decided to kill another spider because eventually they'll run out.
We also lost 2 of our party members to a dragon.
Well, at least of the big ones. I mean, it must take a while for them to get that big.
The big ones. Yes.
Yeah.
I see. And is this for a particular purpose, or are you just hunting for fun?
So that there's less spiders, mostly.
Well, they eat orcs, so they have some use.
I guess so, but they also eat people.
Do they eat more orcs than people? It seems
I'm
relevant.
not sure,
to this conversation.
actually. I've never thought about it.
Yes, it's worth thinking
Maybe
about
we
the
should
entire.
ask the
It's
spider.
worth thinking about the entire food chain, not just the Yeah. You and your let's protect the cute animals.
Yeah, are they arguing that we're not being sustainable in our spider hunting?
I've just noticed there's been a big population growth recently in the spiders, and it's really causing a bit of an unbalance. Yeah.
I mean, it's like there's 27 great whites in a 1 square kilometer radius, right? Like, it's not good. Well, hunting the spiders is a sensible thing to do. By the way, one question: do you guys still have the songs that you still got access to the songs that you wrote previously, right?
Yes, because Buren knows them.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right, that's good.
So that travel song that has the bonus of Rivendell on it, yes, we can use that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You probably don't forget that in this very long trip that you're doing. Very helpful. So Ash looks at you very seriously and says, "Look, I will not directly assist you in this, but it seems like a worthy thing to do to hunt the great spiders. I worry that you may not survive a hunt of the great spiders, but
we've killed 2 already.
Okay, perhaps I need to be less worried about you. Perhaps I need to be less worried about you hunting the great spiders. Perhaps you're actually the right people to hunt the great spiders. Who knows?
They are
I
very
didn't realise.
scary though.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the other ones kind of stayed in one place. But I think this one, I don't think is going to be in the same place where we last saw it. I think it's probably moving around.
Right. Do you know how to draw a great spider to you?
I've never thought about it. Do you think they just come
a sort
to where there
of
are
giant
people?
fly.
Yeah, we've got this suit for you.
Something about the spiders liking magical gems.
Oh, that's
Yes.
true.
Yes. My advice to you is if you have something, a magical gem of some description, it will be a very effective lure to bring it in close. Because they are unable to resist the temptation. They are the grandchildren of Ungoliant and not far removed from her hungers.
So
As Buren has memories of Rovendol running off with a horde of spiders behind him with this gem in the air.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Going, after me, after me.
He was brave.
They are unable to resist gems crafted by elf or dwarf magic.
What they do with it, we haven't the slightest.
I don't know if we have any of those. I know Bonga had one, but she's gone. So
Buren has one.
Buren has one.
He's got the
Buren
gem that goes with the crafting.
Ah, yeah.
Got the big magical armband. You've all seen it. Buren might not want to share it with you, but you've all seen it. It's,
Yeah.
It's pretty
As he
prominent
flexes
on the
his
arm.
bicep and gling.
Yeah, exactly right. Now, Buren, there's two ways we could do this lure. You could stand in the middle of the road, or the gem could stand in the middle of the road. Either way works for us. But,
having Buren stand in the middle of the road with the gem means that he doesn't have to travel as far to get to the spider.
That's true. That is true. That is true. And if there's one place you want Buren, it's hand-to-hand combat. So,
Yeah.
It's like a meal, like a happy meal. Like have the gem as the toy.
A happy meal with pointy bits.
Yeah.
A happy meal with stabby bits.
Yeah.
It's like a little toy got mixed in amongst the chips, and I stabbed myself.
Flurry of blows.
Choking hazard. I'm a choking hazard, says Buren. All right, so you can, so anyway, she reminds you of this weakness the spiders have. Perhaps some sort of song. I understand they're also quite attracted to song. Or rhythmic sound anyway, and the gem might prove to be a useful way to draw a great spider to you as opposed to going to it. If you're in the right place.
I have a very cool toy as well. I have this dragon toy.
She's like
I have this. It was made by dwarves. Look, and the dragon flies around, and then the arrow shoots
it. She's like, whatever. She wasn't around. She was busy. She was doing other things when all that went down.
Dragons are much bigger in person than they looked in this toy.
Yes, they are, she says. Although not as big as they used to be, is her one comment.
I don't think I'd want to see another dragon. I think one was enough.
This is I have seen a number of dragons in my life, and none of them were good to see. So I would suggest not.
In short, Buren with a gem me with my elven lyre playing a song in the
Yeah.
clearing.
Irresistible.
Yeah.
Irresistible.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
What
This
could go
sounds
wrong?
perfect. Yeah.
Right. So she gives you that information and provides you with comfortable, like safe sleeping arrangements. So you don't gain any fatigue. You're fatigue free for this one. This one you don't gain any fatigue on.
Wonderful.
At the end of at the start of the morning, you're all sort of awake as her group is departing. Buren and did Apple fight the Numenorians? I don't think Apple did.
No, I think there was much earlier.
Yeah.
Like when you were doing the deal with Mogdred about Dagmar marrying Kedwin and just go over to the Demon Tower and deal with the woman.
That was all Bonga.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so Buren, make a what will be? It'll be Buren. Let me have a look. I think it's a scan roll actually, which is pretty good for you. So can you make a scan roll, please, Buren? Gandalfed it. All right, Buren. Your memory, you might be starting to give into darkness and evil, but mate, your memory's sharp as it was when you were but a young warrior before you came to Mirkwood. And you notice one of Ash's people, one of the people with Ash, you've actually seen before. It's the sorceress. So she escaped.
Well, that was a Demon Tower.
Yeah, remember she escaped.
Yeah.
She did. That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
She
wow.
fled.
Oh no.
It's not good.
What? But does the sorceress recognize me?
You think so?
It's like
You were
awkward.
hoeing through her guard at the time.
But she's not doing anything. She's leaving with the rest of the group.
She's leaving with the rest of the group.
Yeah, so Ash and her people are leaving you now to go on their journey. And you realize, like, as they're leaving, because it was dark when you met them, all of that sort of stuff. And now it's bright morning light. You look at her and you realize it's the sorceress from the Demon Tower.
Does Ash know is the question. So
that is the question.
Do you want to ask Ash or at least flag it with her? Or do you want to leave it?
How many people are in their traveling companion?
In that group, in their group?
In that group.
Probably 10.
10 people.
Are you debating whether you could fight, like, take them on?
He's
working through the scenario.
Evil sorceress, they might turn on her.
Hey, you're that evil sorceress from the evil tower.
That's a good
You did,
question.
like, demon magic and shit.
How do you even go about that? Like, excuse me, that lady you have there is evil? Do you happen to know that?
Well, Buren, you have the knowledge and they're walking away. Are you telling anyone? Because you're the only one who even knows. You're the only one who even recognizes it.
In this group that they're with, like, what is Ash? I'm trying to. I mean, does Buren even care?
I don't know. That's the question. I mean, Buren did throw down with, this woman and her guards, the Black Numenorian guards.
I didn't tell any of us as well. Because, we don't know.
That was because that was when we escaped from the cells. We climbed the tower.
No. This is when we went down and we were trying to get allegiance with Tyrant's Hill. And they said, oh, look, one little favour. Can you just go over to the Demon Tower, which is down the bottom right of, in line with Dol Guldur, and just investigate that. And so we went in there and we found the Dark Numenorians and that sorceress in the tower. Rovendol climbed on the outside and had an epic fight with her whilst you were wailing on their guards. And then she fled, realizing she couldn't affect
had
me.
the big like one-on-one battle with their captain of the Black Numenorians.
Huh.
And then she basically turned into darkness and
if it helps, this was the tower.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, and the crows. I remember.
And at that point, that was the point where Rovendol went, oh shit, and wrote the letter on the to give to you guys. Because he went,
okay.
This is bad. Because we also got ambushed by a troll on the way back, a big troll.
That's right, we did.
That's right, yeah.
Sharp memory.
People were lurking nearby without helping us.
I see. Well, I think maybe in memory of Rovendol, I think maybe Bjorn would get angry and probably tell Glordell.
What would Rovendol do?
All right, so what are you doing, Bjorn?
I think I tell Glordell.
Tell Glordell. Okay.
Yes.
Tell Glordell. What do you tell Glordell? What does Glordell now know that they didn't know before?
That Rovendol had a fight with that sorceress, and that we the past party encountered her, and that she's evil, and Bjorn says I must finish the job.
You hear Glordell say something in Elvish that probably could just be described as "What the fuck." What do you want to? Right, so this is a dark sorceress.
Yes, but Bjorn's
Do you
brutal.
think that Ash knows?
I don't know. I feel. Well, does Bjorn even care if Ash knows or not? But Bjorn cares that the sorceress once tangled with the past party and Rovendol, and I think it brings back memories of Rovendol. I think Bjorn would get angry. I think he would grip his axe pretty tight and contemplate whether to drive it into the back of her head or not.
All right.
I think that's what Bjorn would do. He is brutal after all.
He is. So are you going to attack? That's kind of the question.
I put my hand on Bjorn's chest and say, just ease for the moment. Watch, prepare, but don't act yet. I actually try and catch up with Ash. And
sure.
And sort
of. Well, they're not running away, so that's not hard.
No, I just kind of hustle up, making sure that I'm heard, closing with her.
Yeah.
And just say, Elvish, may I speak with you for a while, for a moment?
Of course.
I know you have trusted members in your dedicated following here, but I know that one in particular has sided with the dark forces of the necromancer and the like. Are you aware of that?
I have one amongst my following who has great knowledge of the ways of the servants of darkness.
Yes, but where does their allegiance lie? Because we have fought specifically this particular person, and they demonstrated that they had readily taken on the darkness that was provided to them.
Yes, I see. She looks at you for a moment, and you are now like and kind of, you know, she sort of is in this bright shining light. She turns to you, she starts to talk to you, and as she does so, you feel like the shadow from the forest is kind of running out into the glades that you're in, right? Because you're in the eaves. So it gets darker and heavier. So it's kind of the opposite of the Galadriel, you know, I would be a great and powerful queen kind of moment. So there's a sort of running of shadow from her to the forest that's actually quite noticeable.
Okay.
Because Gloridel's not met her before. So, so you're an elf, and you're Sylvan Mirkwood?
Yes,
you're not Sindarin,
yes,
you're Sylvan you're a Mirkwood elf. Right. All right. So it's pretty clear to you now, as she sort of towers above you, that she's Noldorian. She's actually a Noldorian elf. She's not Sindarin. She's clearly Noldor. She's like first age sort of levels of power. And she looks at you with all of this shadow sort of leaching into her, and she goes, I will make whatever deals I must make to bring the perpetrators of my torture to their deaths.
Okay.
Cool.
And the torture of my kin. And she and I are aligned in one thing and one thing only, that we will bring the lieutenant to his end together.
Very well. Okay, well, I withdraw for the conversation. Safe travels to you and your people.
And to you and yours. And she gestures at the sorceress, who now sort of strides forward, having obviously been effectively uncovered, and who stands next to her. And they both stride off, leading the party of warriors into the forest proper.
Right.
That's not good.
I'm sure there's an enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing somewhere in there, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know who the lieutenant is? It's not a phrase that any of... Oh, that's not completely fair. Do any of you specifically have any enemy law wraiths or barrow rights or anything like that?
Hey, Buran, what's your favorite enemy?
Dead things.
Oh,
Undead.
Okay.
You keep on
Undead.
forgetting that.
I make dead things. I like it.
No, we're talking about the ones that get up.
Yeah. We don't want to get up again.
Yeah.
I make dead things better.
Yeah, I make dead things better.
So Buren, you could make a law. Is it law? God, I've been playing too many games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
a lore roll for me, please, if you have lore.
Oh man, I should really upgrade that.
And you can if you want spend hope on it. And it will get the bonus of 2 dice, not 1 if you do, because it's tied to your enemy.
What are your distinctive features again?
Oh really?
Well, because favorite enemy is a distinctive feature.
Oh, my distinctive features are fierce, proud, and enemy lore undead. Okay, well, it's 3 dice, I guess. Let's...
If you spend the hope point.
Might as well. Do I hit inspired when I do that?
Yes,
or...
you do. Yeah. And it will roll many. Ooh, great success.
Ooh. It's coming to me.
It's coming. And Buren should be miserable. Buren is now miserable, though. Thanks to that shadow point you got from earlier.
I didn't.
That's right.
Miserable because she's getting away.
That's right.
How do I do this?
Okay, so there is a vague memory. There is a great servant of sort of the enemy of Sauron. So you are recalled of the line, 9 rings for mortal men. So the lieutenant is one of the Nazgul.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's powerful stuff.
So the second in command after the lord of all of the Nazgul is known as lieutenant.
In their traveling group, that the people that just left.
No. As in the Nazgul, the 9 race that work, the ring race, the ones who work.
Yeah.
Sauron.
But who?
Ash and the sorceress are trying to, in the long term, take down the lieutenant.
Oh, okay.
So the two I've seen amongst the wraith.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And that's what their bond is based on. So Ash being Numenorian, and so is the sorceress.
It's quite the
trying
adventure.
to avenge.
I guess they have their own dark traveling party going through the world here.
They do.
Yeah.
All right. Can we get another travel roll, please? You only need a standard success to make it to the road for what it's worth.
Okay. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we made it. That's standard success.
Are you burning hope for every single one of these?
No.
All right. Okay.
No, I have 4 dice in travel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, people, professionals. That's what it means to have a professional in charge. All right, because you're actually approaching the actual one area that's actually patrolled and guarded. It's now Borderlands, so you get the best of 2 die, and you get a 10 again. So it's the lookout again. Hey, lookout, Loradel. Oh no, maybe this time it's Ameliota. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's this time. It's Amaranth.
Yeah, we're up in Amaranth's territory anyway, around the.
Yeah, you are. That's true. That's true. You're just south of
the awareness that I'm rolling.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes. What is my hope? I don't know how much my hope is right now. Do I have some to spend? No, I don't. I really don't have hope to spend. Okay.
Yeah, none of us do.
I don't know. We're all looking a little bit low.
No, that would be a fail.
That would be a fail. Okay. In the distance, you see a little, sort of heading up into the mountains, obviously going along the path. You see what looks like a small caravan, but you've just missed it. Hashtag sad face. But I will allow you to actually have, so you each take 1 fatigue point, But the good news is because it's still a pretty good event, you can now rest and burn through your reserve. So you can spread hope around the group if you want.
Yes. Yes, let's have a long rest.
Please.
Okay, prolonged rest it is.
Okay. All right. How are people doing? I am 1 above Shadow.
I'm 2 above Shadow.
Yeah.
I'm -1.
Buren is
Or
miserable.
I'm on. I'm on
Yeah.
Shadow.
I am 3 above Shadow, which is
What about
somehow
you, Gloridel?
actually pretty good compared to everyone else.
Yeah, it is.
Well, considering that I took a permanent shadow recently, I'm actually pretty good. I'm only 3 down on my hope. So if you guys want to do stuff, that's all good.
All right, so let's give 2 points to Buren.
Oh, thank you. I'm not
One to
miserable.
Niall.
My socks aren't
And
wet anymore.
How much have
And
we got left after that? We've got 8.
So we still have 4 left.
So we could take 2 each.
Yeah.
2 each.
Tweech.
2 each.
Tweech.
Tweech.
Excellent.
All right.
Yay.
Hurrah!
No longer miserable.
You all feel better.
Socks aren't
I'm
wet.
at 7 hope.
So does this mean that we get rid of our fatigue, or do we do a
No.
travel roll now to get rid of our fatigue?
No, you haven't finished the travel. You've just had a break in the travel, which has allowed you to recover your
Yeah.
hope.
What
Still
was that?
moving.
Didn't
Soon
you say
I'm going to have to take off my helmet.
what's our total fatigue? Is it 5?
Four.
But it's 5.
Okay.
Oh, 5. Right, 5.
Yeah.
It's 5. Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. Buren should be weary.
How weary? How does weary work?
Well, it's the combination of your equipment and your fatigue versus your endurance.
No, that doesn't make sense.
So load versus endurance is your.
Because my load's
Yes.
19 right now, and my endurance is 29.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is.
Fair point.
How long have we been traveling for?
4
2
days.
weeks?
Oh,
I'm
no,
sorry.
2 weeks. Sorry, 2 weeks.
What about
2 weeks?
our total game? Is it like 15 years? My
10
is my
years.
horse dead?
10 years.
10 years.
How old?
10
How long
years.
can horses live?
Well, actually, I think, 10
I
years.
think horses live for 15 years.
Yeah, you
got
have
an
a
old
horse
horse now.
You still have your horse. You still
It's
have your
fucking
horse.
old.
It is getting on in years.
Yeah,
It is getting on in years. All right, so you are now at the edge of the forest. I'm just going to move that down here. That's super useful now that I remember now that I know how to do that. And just to remind you, you've got 7 hexes, but now you're traveling on the forest road, which is somewhat protected, but not perfectly protected, to go in to the mill fort.
Nice. Well, again, Buren's travelled along this section of the road.
They have. So, can we get another travel roll, please? Another travel roll, please.
Let's do this. Okay.
The good news is because you're on the road, it's not Darklands. It's Gandalf.
Automatic success.
Lovely.
And
Ooh, shortcut.
Wow.
shortcut. And it's the hunter this time. So,
That's me.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yep. Nails it.
Oh,
Success.
Just on.
Just barely.
Nails it. Nails it.
Yeah,
People,
sure,
nails
nailed
it.
it, yeah.
It's all about conservation of energy. If you just
Exactly.
get it, that's good. Your energy can be repurposed to survive.
All right. So you've now
Yeah.
made. So everyone gets 1 fatigue for that. But the good news is you don't have any encounters, and not only that, because Buren is able to sort of point the way to the, stay on the path and do this, and the road is so easy to travel on. You travel 4 days before you have.
Nice.
So you've only got 1 more roll to go, and then you're at the Millfort. Assuming, of course, that you don't roll a terrible misfortune or a despair.
Let's not go putting ideas out there into the universe.
Yeah,
let's
not. Or you fail your travel roll.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, any of those things. I mean, what are the chances? None. I argue none. All right, ready when you are. There,
Right.
Apple. 1 last travel rolling. Look at that. Is that a success? Yeah,
It's a
easy.
success. Yeah.
Nice. All right. You arrive at the Millfort. And it's a mishap. Ooh. Okay, that's hilarious. Okay. The lookout. You want this part? You want to succeed at this one, Gloridel? Or is he gone missing?
Briefly coming back.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Gloridel.
I'll just go and tell him to roll it, because probably. Oh, found you.
There he
I
is.
am here. I think
All
what
right,
I did was
make
I minimized things that it dropped me out. So.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, make me a lookout roll, please, an awareness roll.
How's that one?
Oh, that's awesome. That's an amazing roll. You nailed it in 1. Okay,
Excellent.
You laugh in the face of danger. All right, so you only get 2 fatigue for the last bit of the trip, but you are now at the Millfort, and you've reached the end of your travel. So, or at least the end of the travel that you planned, which was to get to the Millfort. So I'm going to 2 things occur. So one thing is you can, refresh. Yeah, so I'm going to refresh your hope, because you can have some hope back. Hurrah! And so that'll go back up to 8. So you can rest, recover some hope. How nice is that? 2 hope boons in 1 thing. And now anyone who's got a horse, also the song.
All right.
Yeah, let's sing a song, everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you do the travel song, then make a song roll. The hero succeeding in the roll, ignore the effects of being weary for the heroic adventure.
Okay.
All right.
No.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that was a big success. Elves in there singing.
Yeah, some of you are better at singing than others. And what was the deal with the horse?
You roll your horse, and if you it reduces your. Oh, sorry, you don't roll. Sorry, what am I
You just
saying?
take
You
it
just
off.
you take it off.
Yeah.
So the horse reduces your fatigue by its rating.
So we've got poor nags of things, so we're a 1.
Yeah, have any of you got better than, what is your current wealth?
We're looking at
Like-
Brandon. We're looking at Buren here.
Yeah,
With his
Buren's
horse
got
and all the
amazing.
tassels and all the gold filament.
Yeah,
all the way through it.
he's all over this shit. He's fine.
His
So I
noble
got-
steed.
I guess
I've
that's
got an old horse. Oh,
because
bigger one.
My horse has gold for his.
I don't have a
his
horse.
shoes.
I don't have a horse either. Yeah.
You should have a horse.
I used to have a wonderful horse, and then
you did
I
because you
became
had
someone
magic
else.
horse.
You,
You had magic
Yeah.
horse.
yeah, I couldn't keep
I
my
can
horse.
I can let.
Yeah, y'all. I don't think y'all ever had a horse. I think I've got one.
Really?
You can all have a horse.
Apple, if you're common, you should have a horse.
You're
Maybe
right.
I should have a horse, but I haven't kept track of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you have written it down though? You should have a
No,
horse.
I never added it to the character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So,
my,
here we go. Here we
my
go.
bigger
Traveling
one
gear.
horse reduces my fatigue by 1.
Yeah, but I'm actually bigger. Here we go. So poor or frugal characters cannot afford a horse. Commonwealth gives you a horse with a vigor of 1. Prosperous gives you a horse with a vigor of 2. And rich or very rich gives you a horse with a vigor of 3, which is what Buren's got, because he's wealthier than everyone.
And what? What's it called? What level of how much treasure is that to get to the horse?
Yes, good question. There is, I haven't looked at this in forever.
Me neither.
So it's written down somewhere. What are they calling it? Standard of living. Okay, standard of living. Shadow, Standard of living, page 72. All right, there we go. Of course, it's after where you use the stats. That makes complete sense. Not judging, just saying. So you need 30 treasure to get to common.
Gotcha.
I think most of you will have 30 by now.
Yeah.
So if you
I'm at 34. Yes.
Yeah, so you've got common. So you've got a vigor of 1. You've got a horse. You can afford a horse. You've
Okay, there
upgraded
you go.
now. You can have 1
What is
fatigue
it?
back.
How much do you need to get above common? What's the next?
Prosperous is 90.
90.
Oh.
Damn.
So
Still
you
not
need to go
there.
from 30 to 90 to get it.
Yeah, I'm at 67, so
Oh, you're actually doing better than doing
working my way up there.
All right, but you can at least reduce 1 fatigue for that.
Yes.
So that's a win.
Awesome. And I
All
put
right.
it now in the notes.
Yes, put it on your sheet. Put it on your character. All right, so you're now at the mill fort. You've made it here. You're at the place where you met the spider. You remember?
Luckily, the camera quality was so bad they couldn't see you.
It was all pink.
Yeah.
All right, I was naughty and snaffled another 2 points of although I'm gonna need it. Stab a spider in the stomach. So are we doing the rolling the travel to get rid of our fatigue? Is that
we need to do that as
now?
well. So what did the song do again?
It means you ignore the weary condition as a result of your travel.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So now we need
But
to
doesn't
do the travel
reduce
thing.
your.
Yeah.
Okay. But now we can roll travel to
reduce the weariness.
Oh.
And I failed. For God's sake.
Oh.
Same here.
What about you, Apple? You made a success.
I got a success.
So you get to reduce your fatigue by 1.
Yeah. Which means including the horse 2 total.
Woo. So I will not be wearing my helmet for this fight.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Not ideal. The old mill fort. There's the big spider. Looking as friendly as ever.
That's the one. He's not currently there, but I thought it would remind you of the scene.
Yes. And it reminds me of what that spider looks like. It looks freaky as hell. That's not what spiders are meant to look like.
No. No.
This 1 success, does that reduce to 1 fatigue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Amaranth should be weary.
All right. So you're at the Milford. What do you want to do?
So, okay, so the spider's not there, as stated.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's a useful visual representation to remind you of quite how big the spider you've decided you'll come and fight is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great reminder of just what we planned to do.
Hold on. We're going to go and fight what? Remember this like, oh, hold on, the tower is how big? Ah.
Yeah.
So it's effectively a 2-story tower.
Right.
Cool.
Apple and Burin are the only two that were on this bit of the.
Apple
journey,
wasn't
weren't
there.
No, this
Apple
was
wasn't.
really early.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Burin is
Just
the only
Burin.
one. And he
Yeah.
might have actually described the spider as being a lot smaller than what it was.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Our corporate memory is a bit rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, what do you want to do? I want to just go in and have a look inside this tower anyway to see what's in there.
All right. So it's been cleaned out, as in it's actually been made nice. So
Okay.
Boffrey has obviously been moving through the area and doing some stuff. So, right.
Burin.
So Boffrey's been doing some, basically maintenance of the road. So there's a 2-story space. It's actually been turned into quite a sort of livable area. There's a door now on the entrance, so there wasn't previously, but there is now a door. And yeah, there's like wood stored inside the building to start a fire. And there are some provisions stored in here as well.
Okay.
Right.
So, well, we have an idea for how to lure the spider to us, which is have Burin stand around and like wave his arm around, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, is there anything
Yeah,
else
that
we want to
sounds
do? Do you want to
If-
like?
Oh, by the way, did you guys do another round of Recovering Hope?
I did,
Oh, good
I
but
point.
the
know.
rest of you did not.
That's
No.
right.
Just thought I'd remind you of that before you do anything else.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, you don't want Buren being miserable for the fight.
No.
We want him to be happy.
True.
Happy
Yeah.
Buren.
Burin.
How much hope are we all taking?
Oh, there's 5 left.
I don't need hope. I can
Excellent.
probably go with that extra. Yeah.
Really?
Well, I've taken 2 hope altogether.
Okay, cool. I will take 1.
I'll take 2.
Cool. There we go.
All right. You are recovered then. And you have arrived. So, now to the question. What do you want to do? You've gotten here. You can... Who's got the best hunting skill, actually? Yeah,
It's,
now you've got the best
Nyal,
hunting skill, don't
Pretty
you?
sure.
So,
Yeah.
We just
Hunt away, now.
Pick up a
Do some
trail.
hunting. Do some hunting stuff around there.
I would love to do some hunting stuff around.
And
Great success.
great success. All right. Yes, you can easily tell that there's the the giant spider or a giant spider. You know, you don't know which giant spider per se because you've not encountered this spider before, so you don't know what its tracks look like. But a giant spider is definitely frequenting the area. There's also wolf tracks in the area, and a number of smaller spider footprints.
Didn't we hear some kind of rumor about the werewolf returning to the forest?
You did.
That's right.
Yeah.
Things that don't sound like helpful.
Yeah. Not thrilled about that.
No.
Wasn't the wolf also drawn to like shiny magic things? It at least came to the lantern.
Yes, the lantern.
Yeah. I really hope that this doesn't draw in the wolf.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Sure,
What's
it'll be
the worst
great.
that could happen?
The main problem with the werewolf is that you can't kill it.
All right. So
It kept
what is
coming back.
so? Can I ask what your plan is? So you've arrived here. You've gotten some guidance on what you could do, but what are you actually going to do? Like, what's your plan?
So,
Can we get up onto the roof of this tower ourselves?
Sorry.
Can we access the roof of the tower?
Yes. As in from the inside.
Yeah.
Of the absolutely. Yep, that's been repaired. Yep.
Okay, and the front door has been secured, but clearly the spider can climb up on top of it, so poop. What about the trees around this clearing?
Yep, they're Mirkwood trees. So the only reason there's even a clearing is because that is right on top of the road.
Yeah.
So otherwise there'd be no clearing. It would be just like the rest of Mirkwood, a dark, dense, shadowy mass of forest trees.
Yeah. So we could put Burren and myself and Yarl up on top of the tower. And then Apple up in the trees to shoot it.
Yeah.
And Gloridel,
I'll
what would you
be in the
like to do?
trees.
I'd like to have a bit more prep to our plan. So
I mean, this is my terrible
I
plan.
understand that your sister is actually very good at trapping and potentially making traps and laying traps potentially. We have hunters in the party. We could actually lay snares to hinder this creature of some sort. Rather than just standing out in the open saying, "I'm here, I'm here." We could actually have some contingency plans as well.
What? Not just get into it, hand to hand.
This is coming from the person with at least 2 pips in battle. So whilst we could actually engage it on top of the tower, there might be a better option.
I think, if I remember, with the first spider, wasn't there a plan about setting it on fire?
You did indeed burn it to death on a giant tree.
Maybe we can burn it to death on this, structure. Just put a bunch of trees and stuff all along the side, and then maybe.
Burren, do you remember seeing any weaknesses in the spider when you first saw it?
Well, the first spider we killed, we burned.
No, this one.
This one?
You were here when you first
I was.
this spider.
Oh my god, this Rovendol He was a madman.
Again,
He was
another
like,
memory of Rover Doll.
yeah. Did you Rovan Dole? Let me tell you about another story about Rovan Dole when he snuck in into the structure while his fire was sleeping on top of it.
Floridel, you're constantly being compared to your old mentor. How does it make you feel?
The bar is so high.
That's right.
Maybe, well, it's got lots of eyes, so if you take a lot of arrows to blind it, it's probably not
Is that its
feasible.
favorite sleeping spot?
This is its favorite sleeping spot, right up on top.
So
It's warm.
if
I
it's up
imagine.
on top, do you think that we could like do something to lash it down to keep it on top
Huh?
using
Maybe
ropes
like
and trees and things?
Yeah, maybe we could net it. That's a good idea. I wonder if we could create like a contraption to shoot a net at it.
A contraption. Good plan.
Yeah,
I like
like
it. I like the
a-
dwarf
like
is
a
already like,
big
we could
catapult.
build some giant catapult that throws the net.
And
Look
it's-
around.
yeah.
We could make a rudimentary lathe.
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe we could just stay and wait and create some. I wonder. Maybe we could file down some sharp. I don't know, logs or sticks or
Well,
something,
actually,
and pierce
in
the
that,
legs.
I
Cut the legs
just
off.
had the thought, what if we set up like a barrier around the fort? Like out of like wood and timber that we can light on fire. So that it would have to go through that to get to where people are standing in the around and on the fort.
Like stand up on top while we have some type of protection along the sides.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be. It would have to climb up to get us. Maybe the top.
Or jump from the tree line.
Or jump in the tree line.
Man, I can't imagine a big spider like that jumping.
It's true. The clearing's not all that big.
I just think for the sake of history, we should put this into the YouTube stream that this is how big the tower is and that's how big the spider is. So I've now done that. So, you know.
Yeah.
We're operating on the same
Big
page
boy.
there.
Look,
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe-
so we're just
Right,
discussing
you
a plan.
guys keep
Set
talking
up a
amongst
barrier.
yourselves and work it out. I'm just going to grab, you know, I'm just going to grab a drink of water.
Hmm.
I'm
What if-
thinking, remember when we had that fight in the Bjornlings area, right?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did that thing where we set up. I don't remember if it was the Bjornling fight. Actually, it might have been a different one. But we set up like a wall, right, out of sharpened logs.
Yeah. That was super
Yeah.
useful.
What
Yeah.
if we did something like that again here? It would at least like cut off some of its paths through, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to make this into a tower defense game, don't you?
I do want to make this. Oh,
All right.
I'm great at tower defense.
Channel that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Maybe,
All right. So
maybe we could just pile up stuff around the tower, like the tower, but have it be like not up against the tower, but create like a perimeter that we could light, trapping it in between the tower and the perimeter.
Mm.
Then it
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to climb back out of it.
Yeah. It would limit its movement.
Is that picture? Are we able to hide inside that opening? Or is it big enough?
I think we could hide. We could hide
What
inside
opening?
theoretically.
Yeah.
oh, the tower. So that
The
door
tower.
is like human size.
Oh, it's human size. Oh, so we could hide in there, and then maybe
Yeah,
light
human
everything
size
on
door for
fire.
scale.
Yeah.
And the tower would protect us from the heat. That would be a good idea.
So
Maybe not.
So then we would be trapped inside the tower.
But we just have to wait until the fire, goes away, which would take.
And the spider. I'm more worried about if we need to retreat from the spider. There's not really a way to retreat if we're in the tower.
But they can't get in.
Yeah.
They can't get to us.
I'm just about a
I
bit
don't
worried about
trust
being
that.
cooked inside the tower as well.
Yeah.
Saw what happened to the Mount Stromlo Observatory during the fire.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be the retreat point for people at the observatory to go to, and everything inside the observatory melted and fried.
Inside what?
Mm.
So
Uh,
what
The
inside
happened?
the
observatory,
tree?
Yeah,
there was like
Yeah.
this big concrete building
Really?
with a telescope inside it, and that was supposed to be the safe place to go in a fire. But when the fire actually came through, everything inside was destroyed and melted. So if anyone had been in there, they would have died.
We'll
Was
talk to you
well,
offline
that's because
about
the fire touched the structure. But if the fire doesn't touch, it'll protect against radiant heat, but it wouldn't protect against
No,
actual flame
the
spreading.
radiant
But I'm
heat
saying
that did it.
Oh,
I'm saying radiant heat, like we'd kill the spider with radiant heat while we'd be inside.
Mm.
I feel it's relevant to remind Buren, who was the only witness, that it wasn't just the fire that killed the spider. You did have to hack it to death. The
Yeah.
fire just helped.
Yeah, and like it's not like the spider's gonna just stand around in the fire waiting to burn to death. Like
No, it
And
wouldn't
what-
be able to
the
climb
spider's
back out
kind
of
of
it. It wouldn't be able
Do
to
you
climb
think-
back out of
but-
it if we
Well,
like
if
you would
the
climb
spider's,
over
like-
the structures, but then when it got into like the center, we would light it and it wouldn't be able to climb back out because it would be on fire. So
yeah,
it would
I
just
think
burn
I
from
think that's
radiant
like a
heat.
helpful thing, but I think we need more to.
I was wondering
Yeah.
if maybe there's some way to compromise the structural stability of the tower. So when the spider does get on top of it, it just kind of collapses. You know what I'm saying?
But it sleeps on it, so it doesn't
Well,
collapse.
it has to climb up there to get to sleep, right? Like it. So
But it never collapsed.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
but
But
I
could we weaken it to make it
Could we
collapse?
weaken it to make?
Oh,
thing,
make
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Mm.
Well, you do have a
what that's
master
gonna
dwarven
do-
craftsperson with you, so
See, that's a good idea. Actually, we could put like spikes like in the inside, like just sharpen like trees, like some type
so
of trap,
just-
like from Predator or something. That's a cool.
so the stone that is the stone roof is going to conveniently disappear. And the
no,
spider's gonna fall in?
it's not a stone roof; it's a wooden roof.
Okay.
But I think what they're suggesting is you do various things to the outside structure, so the whole structure just collapses when the spider sits on it, and then I think the
I
spikes
think that's
statement
better.
was about putting stakes inside the building,
Yeah,
pointing
that's
up.
a better idea because the spider's
Yeah.
smart too. So like, if the spider sees like a barricade of like piled up trees that are like, I don't know, 4 meters tall, it'd probably be wondering what the hell's going on. It might
Yeah.
not even
Right,
touch it.
I actually genuinely, for what it's so, I think at this point, who's got the best battle skill?
Probably me. Probably.
What's your battle?
Gnarl's idea is pretty good.
Yeah.
I've got 3 points and favored.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's
And
the
a
best.
target or something. Yeah.
I got a 14. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's decent. Can you make a battle roll for me now? Does anyone want to help? Do you want to spend hope? I'm asking both
Yes,
of these
I
questions.
will
I would-
assist.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, 2 of us can if we want.
Do I have battle?
I
Do I
think
get
does it
2?
I
only?
think I do.
No, I think you're gonna get 1 for
No.
the sportsman.
Yeah.
I don't.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll save my hope point for the fight then.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can
Go,
take
Apple.
mine.
All right.
Go.
So,
Woohoo!
oh,
Yeah, nice.
extraordinary success. All right.
Yeah.
Actually, you think you've landed on a bit of a cracker of an idea because,
Yeah.
and like it actually does work, right? The spider will not know that the stakes are placed there because they'll be inside the building.
Mhm.
You actually have to be in the building. You can be hiding in the trees. Spider
Yeah.
steps onto, rests as it wants to on the building. The building collapses. Spider falls onto the stakes that are assumedly pointing up. And then
Yep.
you can all charge out and attack it.
Yeah.
And Niall goes, and of course, we could actually make the roof combustible in some fashion so that we can throw fire once it's been staked. That's Niall's innovation with the extraordinary success.
Well, you could actually fill the main chamber of the thing with just flammable stuff.
Yeah, like
So when
brush and other things,
Yeah.
and
When
like
it lands, it compresses it all, but it's all down there with it.
so. Yeah, Yeah.
There you go.
Now battle leader goes,
Well,
I have a plan.
he is a spider hunter. It's,
I am.
yeah.
It's true.
What
I've
he
got
does.
spider law.
Did you spend a hope?
I did not.
No. Okay.
I had 3 plus support for companion. I figured that was probably good enough, and I don't have like
And
a,
it was.
a
Well
massive
done.
reservoir of hope to spend on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So nice.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got
Yeah.
a bit of a plan now. You just
Yep.
need to, but this plan requires you waiting for the spider.
Yes.
Yes.
Because actually you need the spider to come at the right time.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't lure it if this is your plan, unless your lure is on the top of the building.
Hmm.
So
Which one? Great.
Well, it could be. You could do the song and the gem, and then
It could be. Look, if you don't want to stay up there once the spider arrives, but
We could just leave the gem up there.
yeah,
No
exactly.
one has to.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it up there.
it's a good point. Buren is not actually greedy. Buren
No.
is not greedy.
He's like
He's
bitter and
Just a
spiteful,
jealous
but he's
person. Yeah.
Yeah, bitter and twisted, but not actually
Yeah.
greedy.
Bitter and twisted.
So yeah, actually, Buren,
Roll
you
up
probably
the
are
sky.
happy to just put the gem up the top and go, well, we can just put this here. I'm good.
I'll do that.
All right. So you need craft rolls to set up.
I'll
the
do one
stakes.
last craft roll with this gem.
I'm sorry, Jim. It was real. You'll need a hunting roll to find the right stuff. Like it's not like to find the right flammable things, because remember the forest itself was quite damp and wet.
Hmm.
So finding sort of the right stuff takes a little bit of time. So you'll need hunting. You'll need and maybe exploring as well.
Mhm.
To sort of do the same thing, and then someone's going to have to do the stealth roll to ensure that there's no sign of your presence around the building.
I could do the stealth. I have my 3 and favored with the target number
Oh, wow.
15.
Good.
All
I'm
right,
good at
so
sneaking
let's
and
start.
reading maps.
Let's start with the hunting rolls. So the more successes you get, the more kindling that you have, the more rounds of fire that you have. So who has hunting that they want to throw in?
That'll be
Other
me.
than Jarl, who has hunting.
Yeah.
Yes, it doesn't have to be just
Yes.
for you. So I'm asking if anyone
Yes.
else has
Yes,
hunting.
of course.
I
Yeah.
could technically do a hunting roll. I
Yeah.
have a point.
You've got to be stealthy then.
All right, get me some hunting rolls, people.
Alright.
So are we combining the hunting rolls, or are we just doing them separately?
It's effectively accumulating successes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'll do a hunting roll then.
That's a
Oh, I
good-
don't-
Yeah, I've got a success.
No,
Hi, Sarah.
I found dead birds.
Okay,
There's
I have
words
some bad
everywhere.
news. I have some bad news, Gloradel. You've gained a shadow point.
Okay.
So, because you're moving through the actual, like you're actually in Mirkwood proper when you're looking for the wood. And if you roll an eye of Sauron inside Mirkwood, you
Yeah.
get a shadow point.
Yeah, I found
All right.
these dead birds, and I
Yeah.
found
And it was horrible. And I found some, I went to grab some wood from the trees and they bled.
yeah.
So that was not
Oh.
great. All right, so you've got kindling. It's not a lot, but it's pretty damp and wet. But it gives you something to put on fire. All right, now you need to make the craft roll to sort of get all of this set up.
All right. Some big roll.
Woo.
Wow, no sixes, but that's
36 on the
Yeah.
dice and not a single 6.
wow.
7 dice. All right. You've got it to a point of satisfactory, but it's not gonna, it's not wow amazing. It's just kind of, all right, I've done it. I think I've done it.
Yep.
And now for the stealth roll, please.
Okay. And I will spend hope on this one. And could my burglary skills be applicable here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. I will be inspired then. Well, a
Gives you a
success.
No, great. All right, so amazing. So lots of easily succeeding, but no amazing successes. All right, so you've done as good as you can. You think it's okay. You're not sure it's brilliant. Now, all right, so the first day of waiting, nothing really happens. Oh, there you
What's
go.
that?
Perfect. That's a Gandalf. That's a complete success.
Is that good for
all right.
us?
So on the second day, you see our mate Tala coming in, sort of coming through the forest. Can I get stealth roll? Right. So you're all hiding in the clearing, like hiding around the clearing. Waiting for the spider to appear. How well concealed are you? Is my question. So can everyone make a stealth roll?
Oh no!
But you get 2 bonus dice. You get 2 bonus dice. Everyone gets 2 bonus dice.
Yeah.
Good.
Because you've had days to prepare, and you're in Mirkwood, and it's dark and it's shadowy. The one thing it's good at is hiding. So you get stealth.
I'm going to spend a hope point as well. I really need all the dice I can get.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Good roll.
I'm good.
Okay. Is everyone doing good? Okay,
Yeah,
it's up to me.
Great.
Please don't fuck up. Please don't fuck up.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Great success. We're all super hidden.
You're all well, except for the extraordinary success from Apple, who's like, no one else knows where Apple is. You're all well hidden.
Apple.
All right. So you're brilliantly hidden, like you're scattered around the forest in exactly the right positions. The spider doesn't notice you. It's too busy focusing on the gem that you left on the top of the thing. It sort of, it scuttles up its giant heaving body, sort of lifted up on these giant legs. I mean, it's two stories high. Like the spider is massive, and it sort of comes over the top of you, Apple. You feel it sort of, go over the top of you, but you're so well hidden in the trees it doesn't notice you. It stops at the edge of the clearing because it can obviously tell something's going on, and it's like you can hear its sort of sphericals sort of heaving in and out, and then it sort of, you hear it go, and then it sort of scuttles forward.
It's like
someone has left a gift, and it looks around. It's obviously very suspicious, at this point. I mean, there's just by the way, there's this magical gem lying in the middle of this roof, but there's nothing weird about that at all. So it sort of scuttles around the clearing a bit. Sort of, you can hear it sort of, sort of making noise and looking around. But eventually it comes to the conclusion, well, whoever they were, they're not here now. And then it sort of scuttles over to the roof and it clambers up the side of the building. Or it probably only lifts itself up, actually, and sort of strides over the building and lowers its mouth directly onto the gem. You all see the gem's light fade as it feeds on the gem. So it feeds directly on the gem and sucks out the magical light of the gem. And then it makes this sort of, satisfied sound, this desperately sort of satiated sound. And then it lowers its body onto the roof to sort of, rest after this magical repast that it's just had, which of course is the moment when the whole building collapses underneath it and it drops onto the spikes. All right, so you're all feeling pretty satisfied with yourselves. Get to this one. Hey everybody. Hey Dr. Nick. All right. So I think I'm gonna get you all to drag your tokens on, please. So you've got control of them. Oh, that's the deceased and retired characters. Villains. Spiders. Tala the Hunter. There he is. He's not very big in the picture. He's a little bitty spider. He's a little bitty spider. What could possibly go wrong? All right. Holy shit. All right. So first thing that happens is he takes damage from hitting the spikes. That will be a
crunch.
Crunch. Yep, that's going to hit, and it does. How much damage does your axe do, Buren? 7, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, seems
But
legit.
I'm not.
Okay. No. It was just to give me a sense of how big a
okay.
hit it was going to be. All right, so it lands on the spikes, on the stakes, I should say, and screams in anger as you see rock collapsing on top of it. It's not it's not like the building's perfectly collapsed and it's now trapped. Sadly, a success only gave you damage. It doesn't give you lots of effect. But at this point, I assume you all charge in madly. Or do you do your round? Oh, you can have your ambush round.
That's
so you
right.
can actually have an ambush round.
Are we chucking in something on fire to try and catch things on fire?
Well, someone has to make that choice.
I'll do it.
So,
that
okay, and I'm going to add it to the combat tracker, so it's on there as well. Yep, everyone's on. All right, so you've ambushed it, which I think has a specific effect. Or does it just... All right, so what... Yeah, combat sequence, opening volley, surprise attacks. When a company is ambushed or when the company succeeds in springing a trap upon an unsuspecting villain, in this case. If the enemy is ambushed, you made your stealth roll. They all made their success. If the ambush attempt is success, surprise enemy won't be able to make opening volley nor take actions in the first close combat round.
Oh, that's huge.
Whoa.
Do it.
All right, you've got it by surprise. You've got the spider. You've got an opening volley and then a close combat round. But if someone's setting the brush on fire, that's their opening volley. They don't get an attack as well. They just do that.
I'll do that.
Okay.
All right, so starting with Nyal. Nyal.
Just Nyal.
Do you have a ranged weapon now?
I have a bow, yeah.
Well, it's opening volley, so you might as well take the shot.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
I need to target the spider. There we go. And go for a roll. I'm not great with the bow, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, there we go.
Terrible, actually.
Yep. Yeah, pretty bad.
So I think that's a miss.
Yeah.
On that. And I think, by the way, I did mean to say everyone gets a bonus die for the attack, but even a bonus die wouldn't have got you over.
Wouldn't have mattered.
Would it?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So next is Gloridel.
Alrighty, here you go. Ooh.
Gandalf and a success. It's a great success.
Ooh.
Well, go for it.
What's the other one? 2 defeat die. 12. All right, I'm just going to do damage with a heavy blow.
Sure. Although I have to take a protection roll because you got a Gandalf.
Do it.
Hold on.
Come on.
It's saying only +2 die. It's got way more armor than that, doesn't it?
I'd assume it's got pretty good armor.
Oh, no.
It might just be
doesn't.
big.
Okay.
Lots of
Yeah,
endurance.
it's only got 2 dice of armor. Okay. Well, fair. Wow. I did not expect that. I will. Yeah. No, it made its protection roll. There you go.
Mm.
All right, but you did do it 10 points of damage, so that hurt.
Excellent.
All right, Gloridel hits. It is then Amaranth's roll. Yeah. Buren, make a what will it be? An athletics roll to set the stuff on fire.
Let's go.
Woohoo!
Wow. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So you've set the stuff on fire. I'll deal with that in a sec. And then finally, but not last, Apple. Don't forget
Let's
the
do
bonus die.
this. Yeah. Bonus die and roll.
Oh, what?
Still a failure. Damn. Oh,
How is your difficulty 19?
that's what it was for Amaranth as well.
Oh, because it's got giant parry skill. Ah, yes.
Yeah.
that explains it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's actually hard to hit. Okay. All right. That is the end of the opening volley round. So now it's everyone can choose their stance. Remember, it cannot attack this round. You have a free round.
In that
If it were
case,
me, I know what I would do in that scenario.
Forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you be in any stance other than forward in this scenario?
Because you only use ranged weapons.
Sure. Right. Just make sure you put yourselves in forward stance. That's my only request.
Now I can stop targeting myself by accident.
All right, so we're back to Niall. Niall,
yeah, straight up.
with your big axe.
With my wolf biter, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not a wolf; it's a spider. I'm getting the bonus die from just being in forward. We'll go for a roll. Ooh, it's a bad roll.
No.
It's a pretty
You
bad
missed.
roll. Yeah, I got a
Wow.
1 on the feet die, so it's pretty rough.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Niall done. Then there's Gloridel.
Alrighty, I've got the spear out and I'm poking it through the door, looking for the opportunity. I'm
Perfect.
sparring against my swift, looking for that gap. And away we go. Do it. Oh! Yes.
It's a great success.
Uh,
All right, do your worst, buddy.
You know, I'm actually going to take the fend off option.
It can't attack this round.
Oh, yeah, it can't, can it? But it can attack next round. Oh, no, it can't. Okay, heavy blow.
It attacks after you next round. It
Heavy
attacks
blow
after
it
you
is.
next round.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only one logical attack to make at this point.
Get as much damage in as you can.
I am.
Yeah.
All right, next is Amaranth.
All right. Oh, I'm going to spend some hope. Do we still have an extra die at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't include that.
Okay.
An extra die for
No. Okay.
And I too shall do a heavy blow.
Oh,
Nice.
all right. And then it is Buren's go.
All right, let's see what this looks like.
Now Buren,
Oh,
oh, All of that and only a normal
One
success.
success. You're slowing down in your old age, Burren.
Yeah, I think so.
That's right. Buren is slowing down in his old age. And now, finally, but not last, it's Apple's turn. What are you doing, Apple?
I'm doing something very exciting and new.
Shooting it with a bow.
Yeah. Whoa!
Oh!
Okay. All right.
Great
ooh,
success.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go for a piercing blow because that will
Oh, nice.
work.
Protection
Okay.
roll.
Oh, wow. I gotta roll my roll.
Ah.
Because I rolled
Automatically
nice on.
succeeded.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
otherwise you would have had a chance.
Damn.
All right, but it was a good attempt. Could have really hurt it. Now, it also takes 7 points of damage from the fire that it's in. Jesus, what the? No! Wow. Hold on. When attacking, that's right. Yeah, and this one. Yeah, and this one. Okay, all right. It is almost dead, but it does have. I've got some bad news. It's pretty tough. But anyway, you'll work that out in a second. All right, it is the next round of combat, and now I get to go. But I get to go
Right.
after all of you.
I'm
So
changing my stance.
place yourselves in whatever stance you want to be in. Buren, I will just point out, don't forget you can still do Barak Khazad.
Do I need 2 successes for him?
You do feel that it will not be an easy task to threaten it, but it's effectively a freebie for you.
Yeah. Do
Like you can do it and launch an attack, so you might as well do it.
But I need 2 successes, right?
Yes, with your ore skill, which is terrible, and you have no points in.
As I've been told. Yeah.
Okay, I think I could.
You know when you were making that comment a little bit earlier about, wow, I should probably have put some points in this skill and this skill? There's a reason why you're crap at everything else. It just reminds
Yeah,
you.
I know. That's true.
You know, that your axe skill and your ore skill should hint to you why you're not very good at many other things. All right. But anyway, now, so you can actually do it in whatever order you want. So Buren or Nyal, you're both in forward stance. So is it Buren first and then Nyal?
I think so. Yeah, Buren can go ahead.
Come on. Let's do it.
Do his ore.
Are you doing the ore thing?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, well.
No, doesn't work. It's unfazed by your scream of anger. All right, but are you with your forward stance? You may now attack. You do not have a bonus dice. It is lifting itself out of the fire and the spikes. It's pissed though. You've done it a shit ton of damage.
Finish it, Burren.
Oh,
Oh man, there's a lot of 5s there. We're in nice
do it.
6s.
All right, so this blow would actually, it's literally on its last legs. Like this is how successful this attack range has been.
Yo.
But I get to make a attack roll versus a piercing blow from Buren. Shazbot. All right. Piercing blows. Makes a piercing blow must immediately make a effect number equal to protection value. What is the damage value? What is the wound value of your weapon, of the axe?
5.
No, that's sorry. That's how many. That's how much injury it causes. Where's the?
Oh, the injury?
Injury number is what I want. 18. All right. It actually has to make a. Okay. So it's. I think it. Yeah, it can spend. I'm going to spend the hate point. I'm going to spend 2 hate points on this. I've spent 1 on one and 1 on the other. Target number is 18. Roll. Ooh. Is that a success or it's a success? Okay. Okay. It is back to full health.
Oh.
What?
That's its superpower.
Yes.
However, yeah. All right, you see it shake off your blows and rise up above the fire and go, ah, and you all go, ah, this thing is deadly. All right.
So that's why it hasn't been killed yet.
That's exactly why it hasn't been killed yet. Hold on a second. The other one had magical abilities. What's its magical ability? Ah, I think I've worked it out, everyone. All right, so it is now Niall's go. Niall, what do you want to do? Well, you're in forward stance.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I guess I'm going for Wolf Fighter. I'm gonna spend a hope point on this one, I think, just to give it a shot.
Fair.
Yep, that's a success.
All right. So that does it damage.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy. Then it is Gloridel's attack.
Alrighty.
Let's
go. Yes.
Oh.
All right. I need
Nifty.
to see. So with a Gandalf, is he going to save against protection?
I think so. I think he's automatically taken a piercing wound from the spear.
All right. Let's just hit him.
Yeah, he has. I was correct. So I got to make his protection roll first.
Yes. One wound.
All right, he's taken a bad hit.
We're gonna have to ramp up.
He's almost been sliced off.
Yeah, he's had better days. Oh, that's saying he's dead, but he's not dead. Just to be clear. He's not dead. He's not dead.
Oh, damn.
But he is wounded. The problem is I marked wounded on the thing and then I applied wounded and it went, oh, he's dead.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
so
But
we're
yes,
ramping
he's
it
had
up.
better days. Okay. Then there is that was Gloridel, so that means the Tamarant's go.
Okay. I'm spinning hope. Rolling.
Oh!
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
So many choices, Amaranth. So many choices.
This is what
32. Extraordinary success. What is it about giant spiders, halflings, and Numenorian swords? Like, I'm just saying, there's an intersection between those three things. Well, actually, technically, Sting was an Elvis fight, not a
Everyone
Numenorian
died
fight, but
tend to be. Is that what I'm doing?
Sorry, what was that?
Sorry, what?
It says here Pierce and one to speak died 10 to beat. So I think that I
Yeah.
want to do that. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
I'm going to
Yes.
mute you, Brandon, because I'm having difficulty hearing Jess. Sorry, mate. Right, sorry. All right. So, yes. Oh, TN18. And 11 points of damage. Wow, Amaranth, you just come storming in, don't you?
This is my job. I'm the spider.
Yes.
And is wounded. Unbelievable. Holy crap.
This is what hobbits do. 30 years from now, Samwise Gamgee is going to follow my lead.
He is.
He's
He doesn't know it yet, but, you know.
You realise we did the opposite with the last spider. You did the first wound, I did the second.
So I don't have any special protections against that. He's just dead.
Yeah. This is what we do to kill
So it's like it shakes off all of the damage, and then in 2 attacks you go, yeah, we should kill this thing now. We should stop
Time to
picking
wrap
around.
it up.
Yeah, time to lift our game, people. It's time to lift our game.
Wait, you know what? Turns out we are very good at killing spiders.
Yeah, I can assure you the last spider's not going to be as easy to get to. Anyway, okay, so you're all standing there, and yeah, like there's this desperate. You all charge in, and you're stabbing it, and it seems to shake off all the wounds, and it shakes off the fire damage and
everything.
It just shakes it all off. It steps out of the fire, comes rumbling towards you. You see both, Buren charge forward, screaming at the top of his voice, going, ah! Then you see Niall, do both of them sort of bounce off it. And then it's Gloridel who goes, ah! And just jams the spear into the ground, and it raises its body on the spear. And then Amaranth steps underneath the spear that's holding the spider up and just jams it straight into its thorax, and it rips it down. And it's like, I am a halfling god of war. Anyway, as the ichor from the spider falls all over Amaranth, who's like covered now in spider ichor, but is I'm a proper war captain now. I've bathed in the blood of my enemies. And it's like, meanwhile, Apple's going, whatever happened to my sibling? They've gone
My
mad.
sweet sister.
What has gone wrong?
Wow.
All right, the spider rolls over and is thrashing about on the ground, but it's those sort of, spasms of death as the spider's arms come in and out. You all stand around it. What do you do? Do you celebrate? Do you cheer it on? Do you stamp on it? Do you laugh?
I think there might be a little bit of hysterical laughing from Amaranth.
I'm just putting some finishing prods in there with the spear.
Yeah, just making sure. Yeah, making sure.
Wait,
Nothing wrong with poking it a few more times.
sorry about that, guy.
Good,
No, for some dumb reason, like Windows thought that I would love to make this webcam my default mic, like when I plugged it in, and it switched it, overrided it, and so
right.
for ever since the camera's been on, it's been on the webcam mic, and I've been holding this thing in my hand the whole time, pressing the button, and it wasn't doing anything. I think there was one time,
You know what's going on,
sorry.
Buren? What was the last thing you remember?
No, Buren can hear. It was just the audio.
I could hear it. It was just, the last thing I remember was, actually, I so Amaranth's blow. What was that? I was frantically trying to figure this out.
So 4 successes in total.
Oh yeah,
And she wounded it the second time, killing it.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, its 2 might was not enough to fend off. It had 2 might. It could take 2 wounds.
2 wounds, but 2 wounds is not
in quick succession. And so it's lying on the ground dead.
This is what Rob was saying, the inverse of what we did to Telequin.
Yes. And not only that, I thought this fight was going to be an absolute shadow fest because it's got the ability to just throw 2 shadow at you every round of fighting.
Oh, really?
No, we want to get it done as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So if it was going to launch a shadow assault on you, starting right after. Well, no, I guess to be fair, Apple was also going to have a shot, but but no, beautifully done, guys. Well done.
Wow.
You've ambushed the spider and you killed it, and it only cost you 1 magical gem. By the way, Brandon, you have to write off your bonus to crafting. It's gone. You sacrificed gem for a good cause, though. It was a good cause.
Yeah.
You have, of course, and I didn't want to make this point too boldly, but you know how you're meant to be helping build up the Dwarven Road? You have actually destroyed the guard, one of the key defensive things that helps the road.
But we got rid of the big spider that's sometimes on the Dwarven Road.
I kind of think we might have to stay here for a little while and rebuild this thing.
Could be your winter activity. We should probably fix that.
Yeah.
We're like in favor of fixing that. We should. We should do that this winter. All right. So actually, in all seriousness, you have successfully killed the giant spider. So It's 29.57, and where there were, granted, normally only 3, but I added in a 4th. But where there were 4 great spiders in Mirkwood, there's now only 1. So
And
in
it's-
basically 11 years, the population of great spiders in Mirkwood's gone from 4 to 1.
Wow.
And the thing is that the other spider doesn't seem like it's going to leave or move in a hurry. And if it does, we can usually track it because it will have a swarm of spiders around it. So
Yeah, look,
in
with
theory,
your...
we should have just lots of smaller spiders.
Who hates the spiders? Who's the spider?
That's
the
Amaranth,
spider-
right?
Amaranth.
No, I don't have a favourite enemy.
Nyal is the person that has...
I'm a spider
Yeah.
hunter. I've got
Oh,
spider
that's
lore.
right.
Yeah.
No.
So you know that the third and final spider, she doesn't come out much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she could stay in a hole indefinitely.
Wow.
Well, she will stay with the Parliament of Spiders. So
Yeah.
she's not, she's like the giant spider sitting in the middle of the web.
Yeah.
It's actually her children that you've mostly been fighting when you're fighting the little spiders, the Atacops and the
Yeah.
sort of great spiders, but not this. Okay, so that was really much easier than I expected it to be. Dice were in your favor. What can I say? There was no debate there. I seriously thought you guys were in serious trouble when I made that. Oh, I get all my endurance back now. Roll. I genuinely thought you were in
No,
some
we just
serious
have to step up a bit.
Yeah, just
always
step up your game.
amazing.
Step up the game.
We're
So
going
here's
to
the
get
thing.
2 wounds. We're going to get 2 wounds, and we did.
So at
That's
the
really
moment, I only have 2
interesting.
shadow. And so having 9, starting the battle with 9 hope, I can burn lots of hope, which
Yeah,
is what I was
yeah.
doing.
Very
Just
nice.
churning it through.
Churning
And
it.
the rolls were good.
The rolls
Yeah,
were amazing.
rolls
You guys
were good.
really actually had a great run of rolls.
Mm.
I don't
Particularly the
think
stealth
the
rolls.
roll is
The fact that
pretty
everyone got great success on their stealth roll made it,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
helped a lot.
That was-
because it would have had 2 rounds of fighting you before you got your rolls. Otherwise, you might still have been
Yeah,
winning,
we
but
got in
man,
a
you
bunch
would
of
have
free
been.
hits.
You would have had 4. You would have had 4 shadow or thereabouts to deal with
Yeah.
each.
Yeah.
Okay, so serious question. What do you? So you've got your sort of Yule phase, and yeah, you were going to use it to recover. So first thing I'll do is I will give you all your experience. So that should work. Okay. Let me try this instead. Yay! All right. So you've all got your experience from adventure points and skill points.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get. I've left the Mirkwood. Oh, actually, I've got it in. Sorry, I've got a PDF. I don't need it. I'll just grab it up.
Nice double check. Is my camera frozen for everyone else?
Yes.
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 I
Yep.
thought so. It's been frozen for ages. I've been trying to fix it, but
I thought you were very disciplined staying that still.
yeah.
So with that in mind, no, it's not. Put it elsewhere.
It's your face now, right?
It's the Yule phase. So I'm just getting up the people. So yeah, so it's your phase. Do we want to go through? I was just making sure
Yep.
I was on top of what was
Yeah.
happening in. No, I'll have to go get the Mirkwood books in a sec, but I can do that in a sec. Okay. So usual things. It's a Yule phase, so you get your heart.
Yeah.
Okay. Fellowship, no. So fellowship phase, yep.
Yep.
You recover all of your shadow at Yule, unless, of course, you're a lordly elf, in which case you don't. But I don't think that
Do you
affects
mean
any of
our
you.
hope? We get all our hope back.
Yeah.
You get all your hope
Recover
and you
number of
recover
points
all your
equal to your heart,
temporary
and then you recover all of all of them at Yule.
So it's all temporary shadow, right? It's gone.
No,
No.
No,
you
wait,
gain
sorry.
hope.
Let's start
Hope,
again.
what am I saying?
Start again.
Start again.
You get all of your hope back.
Yep.
Yeah.
However, I will allow you all to reduce your shadow by 2.
Boo. Awesome.
Because you have significantly impacted on the spiders over the
Yeah.
past year. So
I
you
was
have
gonna say
done deeds that could be actively considered to have hindered or damaged the enemy.
Woo.
Nice.
Just to note, though, you're also in their eye, as it were.
Oh yeah.
that I rating is.
You may purchase either wisdom or valor or enhance an adventurer's combat proficiency. And you may train a single skill ratings. Yes. Oh, you can buy a maximum of 1 rank in each skill. Oh, okay. So you can actually... Wow, I probably should have read that note about 10 years ago in game time. All right. So you can increase any number of skills by 1 rank.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
But you can only choose valor or wisdom.
Valor or wisdom or combat.
Or combat, yeah.
So that's with your adventure points as opposed to your skill points.
I
So
think
you can
I'm
do
going
valor,
to get
wisdom, or combat, and then any number of skills, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
What did valor do again?
One of them
only
gives
can
you
choose one or the other.
stuff, and one of them gives you
I
blessings.
see.
I don't remember which one,
Yeah.
or virtues. I don't remember which one.
Wisdom
is
gives
virtues,
you
right?
wisdom gives you cultural blessings. Valor gives you a piece of equipment.
Yeah.
Yes.
An enhancement. Sorry, Brandon, what did you ask? Sorry, my mate.
Oh, you said we get. Did you saying we get a free wisdom or valor?
No, you have to buy it,
No.
but you can buy
you only-
only 1 point of wisdom or 1 point of valor or combat proficiency.
Okay. Huh, that's good to know.
You can also, I'm pretty sure, train heirs during Yule.
How much?
You
What's the
can,
max?
but that's training. That's later. This is just what you can
Yeah.
do to upgrade your character.
What's the max of
Oh,
adventure
no.
points you can give to an heir?
You can only give 10 or 15?
20.
20.
max. Yeah.
20 max. Okay.
But don't forget,
I'm
when you
increasing
put in
my
the
wisdom.
amount, so let's say you put 5 in for the points, you have to give 5 treasure as well.
Oh, you
Yes.
do? They're tied?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you could put, okay, so I could just put 20, you could put like 20 in all at once?
Just drop it on the table.
No, you can only put up to 5 in a
Max.
single
Yeah.
5 in a single go, and you can only put up to a maximum of 20 in total.
Yeah.
Okay.
But first of all, is anyone raising their valor or wisdom or a combat skill?
I'm raising my
Valor.
wisdom.
Awesome.
I'm trying to find where's the chart is for the
Yeah.
cost of it all.
It's on page 119 at the beginning of
119.
how fellowship phase works.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you're, so raising a combat or valor,
Yeah.
or skill, it's the same price.
Cost of
So-
cost of 12 to get to 3, cost 20, blah blah. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna raise my valor to 2, I think.
That seems wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be 8 points.
Thomas, I would like to make my leather corselet is it the cunning make so that it's lighter?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's cunning make.
That
Yeah,
sounds
so
right.
it's already close fitting. Oh no, are you allowed to have more than one thing on each item?
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. Yeah.
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 So close
So to
fitting
reduce
and
the
cunning
load by
make,
2 if you
Yeah.
make it cunning.
that would be great. I have to worry about that now. So
I want to fix it now. Yep, fair
Yeah.
enough.
What's a fellowship focus again?
it's what
Uh,
we'll do together, I think.
It's when you get a buddy.
Yeah, we haven't really used them in the game.
And,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
what it means is if you
Gotcha.
aid that buddy, you give them 2 dice instead of 1 dice. But if they suffer shadow, you actually get shadow as well. It's that kind of trade-off.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. I'm tossing up between getting the art of disappearing, which means I'm get magically good at sneaking, or 3 is company, which would raise the fellowship rating by 1 point, and additionally you may select a second fellowship focus.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Well, if you actually have what was I going to say? If you actually have a talent, I'll let you use it. I just haven't used it today just because it just felt unnecessary, but I don't mind if you want to add it in.
Yeah, I think it would be helpful. It's also because the boosting the fellowship rating by 1 universally would be would be nice.
Mm.
Yeah, awesome. I'm gonna take that one. That's 3 is company. Let me see, Hobbit.
All right, it's I've updated your leather corset.
Thank
Amaranth.
you.
So it's now load 4, not load 6.
All right. Well, I now have 3 as companies, so that boosts our default rating by 1.
Oh, so it adds to your fellowship rating by 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It's
That's gonna be
yeah.
that's gonna be popular.
You've given your trust. Yeah. You've given your trust to your fellow company members, and a true friendship has grown from the bond unifying you. Hobbits are good at making friends.
All right, so you now have 9 fellowship. If you put a focus on it in you. All right, Gloridel, did you raise any skills, attributes, virtues?
Well, okay. So far, I've actually just raised my wisdom, and I think I might go and study with the lamp maker.
Or Oradil, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, because the Mirkwood elves get that ability where they can
do things with light.
Yeah. So I'm taking that as a cultural blessing.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Just to be different.
That's the peoples of the Wilderland. Let me just see what it has. It might. Oh, why is that so small? Make it bigger. Cultural blessing, Earls of Mirkwood, Folk of the Dust. Yep. You did that. Yep. Deadly Archie. Elf lights. You can make a lamp burn with magical flame capable of enchanting mortals and humanoids. Spend 1 point of hope to light a torch. And if their might does not exceed your wisdom score, they will be drawn towards the light. And you can do things with it. You can make it attack. If attacked, enemies standing by the light are surprised and won't be able to make opening volleys.
Plus,
they're temporarily confused and fight as if weary for the first 2 rounds of combat. Holy hell!
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Although it does require you to do the flat magical flame first. It's saying if attacked, enemies standing by the light are surprised. So you need to do the light, entrance them, and then you get all these bonuses if you attack out of that. Wow. Nice one. Okay, that's an impressive feat. Yeah, cool.
I think it'd be really useful.
I imagine it will be. That's impressive. And Buren, are you doing any raising of wisdom or valor? Or...
Yeah, I'll raise. You said wisdom is for weapons?
No. Well, no.
Sorry.
There's
Wait, sorry. Which one gives you the weapons?
So
Which you-
valor.
Birch,
Valor gives
Valor.
you improvements on weapons and equipment and
Valor.
armor.
things.
And valor. is
Wisdom
the-
gives you
okay.
the sort of your class, your bonus due to your rate, your culture. Culture, that's the word I'm looking for. So,
Culture.
yeah, you've already got Barak Khazad, Dark for Dark Business, and Durin's Way, I think. Do you have Wisdom 3?
I wisdom 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And you only can choose the one. Yeah, you can't. They have to be from the dwarf ones.
Yeah, absolutely has to be from a dwarf one. But you can but to your point, you can also raise your valor and then improve your equipment, but also obviously you get better at resisting attacks from things like magical. You get more courageous.
That's the fear one. Okay, wisdom is like the sorcerer type spells, right?
Well, you have a whole stack of wisdom just means you understand your culture better. But yes, for some people it means magic. I mean, you've got broken spells where you could actually do magical successes for particular things. But you've also got I can be favored for all my protection rolls going forward. So it's all good. But are you going to buy Valor?
And Valor is for Beats Gear, which is like rewardless.
And resisting fear.
Yeah.
And resisting fear.
I'm not sure. I have to think about this.
Yeah, you don't have to make the decision now, but you will need to make it before the next session.
Okay.
Is the only thing. All right. Well, it's the end of 2957, people. You've made it to 2958 despite your... Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just taken my first tip in ore because I reckon Amaranth is just carrying herself with a certain something now.
No, absolutely agree.
Mhm.
Amaranth is like, yeah, I'm king of the hill right this moment. Did you see it? Did you see my blade strike the spider down?
That's pretty
Imagine
cool.
Apple is just endlessly bombarded with amaranths. Did you see me when I stabbed it? Were you looking? Were you looking?
And what's
All
worse,
right.
Apple keeps on being mistaken for Amaranth. With people say, "Great job you did with the spiders."
Spider. Screw you. All right. And that's it. That's it. I'm going to call it. I'm going to go and do other things. We will...
Yeah. I just
We
went
will-
through how fellowship focus works, so I'm going
Yeah.
to think about who I'm going to choose. But yeah.
Excellent.
You mean you're not going to
and
choose
so
Amaranth?
we're one of our winter tasks will be rebuilding that tower.
Yes. Yeah. Oh no, we
Yes.
didn't do. We didn't do.
Yeah, we haven't
do,
done those
we
things
didn't
yet.
do the things. So
Oh, the other things.
yeah. Oh, whoops. Almost walked off it. Forgot it. Whatever. So because it's Yule, you get during the Yule phase, each player chooses one undertaking, and then the company is entitled to one free undertaking. But that's a group one. So I'm going to rule that the free undertaking is taken because you rebuild the tower. So that you don't have a free one. That's what you're doing. So you can each choose to either. And someone was talking about raising an heir. So that was, I think, Buren. So that's Buren.
Yeah,
If you do that, that's what you do. That's it. You could recount a story, Amaranth, and change one of your distinctive features. Because you're all about this story. So what you could actually have a distinctive feature change if you wanted, in tune with your now reputation as a spider killer extraordinaire, bravest of the brave, boldest of the bold, that sort of thing.
Well, I think I still want to keep honourable and leadership, but I could change faithful to something else.
I mean, are you really faithful, Amaranth? Are you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm much more interested in my honour and
Yeah, I'm not
strong
reading. I'm
glory.
not getting a lot of faithful. I'm not getting a lot of faithful from Amaranth.
Okay.
That's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
you could be bold.
I am bold. Holy
You
crap!
are. You are
Right.
bold. Yeah.
Let's do
you
it
know.
then. We're going to change that one then to
Yeah.
faithful.
Yeah.
Fine.
Faithful to bold. Amaranth is
Faithful to
telling the
bold.
story of their slaying of the spider, which many people doubt, but then it's backed up by everyone else who says, no, we were there. That actually happened. That is actually how it went down. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, what? And you're like, no, really?
Yeah, really.
Everyone. Yeah.
You should take you should carve out one of the fangs as a keepsake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's now going to be my hunting horn.
Yeah.
Or you just mount
Probably
both
better
of them
luck
off
on
the
the
cheek.
using. Yeah, well, I was going to say
Yeah.
probably better luck taking one of the legs and turning it into something you blow through than its fangs, which need,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, its
actually,
fangs
it
would have
doesn't
holes
have
running through
holes.
them. 'Cause
Oh
they
my
inject.
gosh,
They
you
would.
could make like a big giant didgeridoo with the legs or something.
And the legs and the armor of this thing wasn't very good, so why would you rely on it?
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot. Don't forget, you get a number of skill points equal to your wits rating because it's you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
already did.
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't add
My
that.
wits are
Oh,
terrible,
shit.
so that's not helping a lot, but I'll take
That's
it.
Yeah, I did
Wait,
that.
this one.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that
I
was a
got some
big.
skill
That was one nice thing of playing Wolfred and the Hound was that the Hound had like 6 wits, so he got a ton of skill points.
You just roll
Sorry,
through.
Upton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to do that. Yeah.
Ooh. So I could actually do another skill if I wanted to.
Okay.
Well, I haven't even started on my skills yet.
Right. Well,
Well,
I'll let you
okay.
guys decide.
An insight
Yeah.
and a point of awe. I think I might save the rest.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
for the record, I made Wolfbiter Grievous. That was my Valor thing.
Grievous.
Yep, does 1
What
extra
is
damage on a
Grievous?
hit.
And did you just up the damage by 1?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you. So now it does 6 damage when you hit things as opposed
Yep.
to 5. Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Okay.
did Nyal
So what
was
other
my
things can we do?
focus, by the way.
You can
thank
study the maps. You can strengthen the fellowship, which I suggest one of you does. So,
I'll do that.
all right, that makes sense. And tracks with everything else you're doing.
Yeah.
So that gives you 9. So that's Buren is out because they're teaching their heir to be a good heir. Apple is out because they're strengthening the fellowship. They're working hard on making connections. The rest of you can do the following things. You can gather rumors. You can heal a scar if you want. You can spend 5 adventure points to try and reduce your shadow scars by 1. You can meet a patron, although I don't think you need to do that. You can ponder storied and figured maps. Medalist has changed. Choosing this undertaking. Place 1 modifier on all feat die to determine the nature of the events during the event resolution step. You can obviously raise an heir if you haven't done so. You can recount the story, which is what Amaranth was doing. Sorry, so Amaranth did the recounting of the story. So you've got strengthen the fellowship, which is what Jason's doing. You don't need to write any songs, and you don't need to study any magic items. So gather rumors, heal scars, meet patrons, study maps, raise an heir. Feels like the kind of list.
Right.
I guess study maps. I guess I'll do. Yeah.
Yeah. So that means that next, we'll have to remember it, but next time you're doing a journey, I have to add +1 to the dice roll when I roll for the event.
Nice.
That's cool.
No, it reduces the chance that you just get a whole bunch of, ill-favoured. All right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's the main one.
All right, so that just leaves you, Loradell.
Well, I'm tempted to do an air, but I can't really say that I have anybody in mind, so I'll leave that for now.
Okay.
So let's get rumours then, I suppose, is probably a good choice. I am the messenger in the party, so yeah.
All right. So you would be a good rumor. Actually, the rumor you hear is that you know that Bjorn has the Viglanders, who are the sort of live on the other side of the river from Bjorn. They're not nice people. What you know is there's a rumor that Bjorn is kind of reaching the limit of his patience. So they've been raiding into Bjorn's land, and he's, building up to prosecuting an actual war with them.
Right. These were the ones that kind of attacked the last group in the stronghold village thing that we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they also, a couple of years ago, they attacked Bjorn's people at the entrance to the Elf Road.
Yeah.
And so, there's definitely a building. There's obviously something building up there, and, Bjorn is obviously getting more and more dissatisfied.
Well, they've probably got goblins at their backs. So, Okay.
All right. And that is, I'll let you do your skills if you want out of hours. I don't mind, but I'm going to end this recording. That's one thing